Let's talk about the MVP candidate, the guy who might be elite, Jalen Hurts himself, who is just being, playing at such a high level right now. I'm really going to talk about the running game as a whole, not just Jalen Hurts, but just the Eagles' rushing attack as it just completely dominated the Packers. The Packers had no answer for it, and sometimes it was just Hurts magic, like we're going to see here. It's a man coverage play for Green Bay. Jalen Hurts takes a snap. He does look to throw, but on 3rd and 10, nothing's going to get open in time, so he starts to step up in the pocket, and you see, interestingly enough, Quay Walker here, he's going to completely abandon his assignment. He's leaving a halfback wide open, and, for Hurts, I would say, hey, make the throw to the halfback if you see this. I think that this just happened too quickly and he didn't see it, but very big risk from Quay Walker to make this decision. What Quay Walker is doing is he's saying, I'm going to try to make a tackle right here. I'm not going to let Hurts use his legs to beat me. So if you're going to do that, you have to make sure you do that. Watch Hurts sidestep him, and he's able to get up to this point where he basically has the first down, and this is maybe a bit of a risk, right? Maybe just at this point dive forward, pick up an extra yard, and call it a good run. You're past the first down marker, but Hurts trusts his legs. Watch Hurts make a move, and he also did a good job of making sure he didn't actually go behind the line of scrimmage, but it looked like he might have for a second, but he did a good job of not doing that, and picks up even more yards. So also, I think I said line of scrimmage. First down marker, you know what I meant. Really good play from Hurts. And we also saw stuff like this, which are just straight up designed runs from Jalen Hurts, and I love these types of plays. I'm a huge fan of empty the backfield and then let your quarterback run at the football. I like these types of plays even if you don't have an overly mobile quarterback. I think they can work, but on a 3rd down and 6 with Jalen Hurts here, these are absolutely plays that are very effective because what do? You have 5 receivers who are out wide, which means that for the Packers, who are playing man coverage on this play, they now have 5 players who are focused on those eligible receivers. So in this scenario, if you have a safety deep, which you're probably going to have for the Packers, this just gives you 5 leftover players. You have 5 players, and I'm showing, what the blocking concept is for those 5 Green Bay players. So at this point, all you need is for 5 guys for Philadelphia to make their blocks, and you're getting this first down. Hurts takes a snap, waits for a second, but then immediately goes, and you see at this point, the first down is happening. Now, how much of the first down is happening, right? It looks to be like he's going to get the first down, but then maybe get tackled a couple yards after the first down. That's what it appears, right? From this freeze frame, that's what you would expect. But look at Hurts, and look at how explosive he can be, and he just runs by, and he's going to get the ball all the way inside the 10-yard line on that play. I mean, that's about, 15, 20 yards more than you would have initially thought he was going to get. That's just Hurts being able to be an incredible runner of the football. So it's kind of both, right? It's he's getting put in a position to succeed. You have a head coach who recognizes Hurts' talents as a rusher and uses that, as opposed to, you see some coaches see that they have a good runner, but don't kind of let them use that part of their game. That's not what's happening here. The Eagles are definitely letting him use that aspect of his game, but not just that. He's also just, again, offensive line helping him out by making their blocks, and then he himself is showing what he can do, being a great runner of the football. Of course, it is not just Hurts. Something like this, it is just a traditional running game. I mean, this isn't even like an option that's going to get an edge rusher completely out of position. It is a little bit, an edge rusher is always going to have to hesitate on a play like this, where you leave the edge rusher on the bottom of the screen unblocked. You have to hesitate because Hurts could have the ball go to the other side, so that gives you a slight advantage. But still, you see when Hurts hands the ball off to Miles Sanders, he already breaks a tackle before getting to this point. You now have Quay Walker once again. I'm picking on Quay Walker a little bit. I mean, he, with all due respect, wasn't a great performance from Quay Walker in this one. Watch Miles Sanders kind of just run straight through him, and he is going to eventually get into the end zone for a touchdown. So again, these are well-blocked plays, but some of these plays, a defender does get there, and it's the actual runner, in this case Sanders, being able to just break a couple tackles and get into the end zone. So you have guys who can block well. You have these plays that are working because they're blocked, and then even when plays aren't blocked particularly well, you still are able to make stuff happen. Going over here, this is going to be a 3rd down and 2, so big play in the football game, right? I mean, only a 1-point game at this point, and you're losing. The Packers took the lead because of, they missed extra point earlier. So you have kind of a crazy game at this point, big play at this point. So what do you do in this situation? Jalen Hurts takes a snap. He runs a play action. He's looking to throw, but again, didn't love what he saw, and so immediately gets outside the pocket. And listen, If you can get these yards, get these yards. That's what you should be doing. As you see, Hurts is able to get the corner, but then look at him go. I mean, look at how just no Packer player was on that side of the field. I mean, him being able to get the first down there, that's kind of understandable. But for Green Bay, well, what are you doing? How are you not prepared for something like this to happen at all? How do you not have the contained guys be in position to potentially not, know what the situation could be and not let something like this happen? But again, part of it is you give Hurts an inch, he'll take a mile. You give this Eagles offense an inch, they'll take a mile. On that play, they took a bunch of yards. Going over here, they're going to pull their right guard and right tackle from the offense's right, obviously, to the offense's left. Eagles like to do this. I think it's smart. I think given the fact that a quarterback will run the football, getting some extra guys in that direction definitely makes some sense. The Eagles do have a running back here, but he's not going to get the ball. Hurts is going to fake a handoff to Sanders, but he's running all the way. And you see this gap right here. I mean, this is just a huge blocked gap is the way you have to look at it. I mean, the Eagles did a great job of clearing up a clear window for Hurts to be able to run, and you still have a blocker going over the middle as well. So even if someone missed their block, there would be help. But right now, Hurts doesn't need it. As you see, Hurts follows his block, but then turns on the Jets and picks up a very big gain on that one. And these are just the types of plays that the Eagles are running consistently. Their rushing attack is just at such a high level right now. It's really hard to stop. And I know people will say it's just the Packers. The Packers aren't very good, blah, blah, blah. That stuff isn't unfair, for sure, but I also like to see, I do like to see teams be able to play well against great competition. I also like to see teams be able to dominate against lesser competition, which the Packers defense, surprisingly, because I thought was going to be great heading into the year, but the Packers defense has struggled, and we saw the Eagles offense really dominate against it, and to me, that is still impressive. I want to see a team that when there are opportunities to not just do well, but to absolutely thrive, and that's exactly what Hurts was able to do. That's exactly what the Eagles were able to do. And the reason why the Eagles are the best team in football record-wise this season and might end up being the best team, period, come January and February, there's a chance of that, is because the fact, I think, their rushing attack largely due to Jalen Hurts. I really do think that is what is making this offense go, what makes this team go. There's so much to like about this team. Love, their receivers. I love their offensive line. I love their secondary and how they played when healthy. I love their defensive line, obviously. This is a loaded team, but to me, Jalen Hurts is he's the straw that stirs the drink for the Philadelphia Eagles, and a big part of it is with his running game. At least that's what I think. And again, not to say that he can't pass the ball as well, because he can, but I wanted to highlight the running game. So that's what I think about all this. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. What are your thoughts on Jalen Hurts and the Eagles rushing attack? Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.